Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down.
Well, hello, everybody. Hello. Okay, come on, video, start. Start, little video. Well, hello, hi. Hello, it's been a minute. Hello, good morning, soul family. Hi, welcome. Welcome to Coffee with a Psychic. Cup full of love today. Hi, Emily. Welcome. My name, for those of you who don't know me, is really Rainy Day. I am going to be talking about the week ahead for November 11th. And this is where I connect with Spirit to provide you with weekly guidance. And as the tarot lady says, be prepared, not scared. Don't you want to know? I know I do. Hello, hello. I'm going to be channeling departed loved ones. Today, I'm going to be talking to Miss Davila's Maria. Okay, Maria, come through. I can't wait for you to meet her. If you want me to talk to your departed loved one, please email me a picture. Even your fur babies on the other side, even alive, email me their picture at hello@rainyday.com, RAINEYDAY.com. I cannot wait. I have so much great information. Did you know today is 11/11? We're going to talk more about that. But what does the future hold? I'm going to be talking about some premonitions, answering your questions live, and so much more. And since birth, I have had the gift of spiritual insight. Yes, I see dead people. I also hold a master's degree, $72,000 in clinical behavioral psychology that I combine in my spiritual business. And if that weren't enough, I'm a respected spiritual educator, powerful energy healer, a direct channel to spirit, and an accurate medical medium, all from divine guidance from spirit and the other side. And you, yes, you can book a life-changing session with me at www.rainyday.com. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss a thing. I'm also proud to announce I'm going to continue my spiritual business online. I now have a Patreon membership site, Spirit Academy, and you'll find that, I'll put it in the details, at Patreon, patreon.com/Spirit Academy, altogether one word. I have 5 different portals, and it's all metaphysical, spiritual, intuitive, empathic, psychic medium, mentorship. It's really a great program. I'm excited about that. I've also added an energy exchange tip jar. So if you like what you are hearing, and if you're so inclined, please donate at paypal.me/rainydaypsychic. And don't forget, if you email me those pictures, you agree to allow me to put them on the internet. And I'm going to be reading Davila. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible with names today. Don't forget, subscribe to my newsletter. I've got some big announcements coming up. I'm also going to be working at a spiritual center here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm so excited. We're working on the details, but I'm joining an incredible spiritual family. It's on I-15 and Sahara, right across from Palace Station. It's called The Realms Within. I'm so excited to be working with incredible people. The space is amazing. Not only am I going to be doing incredibly affordable psychic mediumship readings, intuitive readings, but I'm also going to be giving spiritual classes there. We're going to be starting a psychic circle once a month and a mediumship circle once a month, and so much more to come. My friend and I are also going to be holding a seance there at the beginning of the year. I'm so excited. There's just so much. 2023 is really shitty from what I can see. But I am going to connect my energetic Wi-Fi. I'm connecting the dots to see the magic and the opportunities available. And that's what I want you guys to do too. Sign up for my newsletter, because I send out weekly a newsletter that gives you metaphysical and different techniques to help your spiritual growth and development. But not only do I give you the spiritual side, I give you the clinical side, the science behind it, spirit science. So ask me anything, post it in the chat. I'd love to know. Oh, you love the realms. You've been there, Emily. It's so cool. The new place, they have a new place. It's huge. They're building a psychic room. I'm so excited. And the guy who owns it, James, is just amazing. So let's get right into it. Let's talk a little bit about what November 11th is. Today is the perfect day to clear your head, get out in nature, connect with your higher self. That's where your soul resides. And you can get the best advice from your soul, because your soul always knows. Your soul knows why you're here, It knows what's happened in your past lives, in this current life, and in future potential lives. And it just helps you become the best version of yourself. It helps you to be clear, because sometimes we feel separate from our higher self. It's about 2 feet above our crown chakra. And people think that this is a void. Fill that with love, a cup full of love, because this is coffee with a psychic. And connect with your soul and set powerful, clear intentions. You know, when I'm a spiritual educator, when I teach people about spirituality and rituals and how to get those moments and like I do, those aha moments, be able to turn it on and off at will and make it repeatable. One of the things that I always tell you, if you go on my website at www.rainyday.com, you will find, I think it's under newsletter block, I can't remember, but there's a tab where you can get a free download. It's called Spirit Academy's 10 Tenets for Spiritual Growth. If you follow those in that order, I will tell you, all of a sudden, you will be able to connect at will, turn it on and off, and make it repeatable, and do it in a safe environment. Because if you guys tuned in, forget when it was, a couple of times ago, I was psychically attacked. Yes. And if you join my newsletter, I'm going to be sending you a couple of very important spiritual protection techniques. One that is extremely powerful called the blue flame of protection. So join my newsletter. It's very fun. I promise. I kind of inundated people a little bit with emails, but I'm just kind of learning something in a spiritual business mentorship program that I'm in. So I apologize. You'll be getting them once a week in case something really cool comes up. So 1111 will help you clearly envision, especially for 2023, because we don't want you to get caught up in the bullshit that's coming. I'm telling you, I love balance of power. I don't want to get political. This is a safe zone, no politics, but I do love when there's balance and there's equal input from both sides, whether they listen to each other beyond what I want to even talk about. But it's a very wonderful thing. So my prayer for next year is that they will get together, and rather nothing happen for the next 2.5+ years, we start taking some really positive action and people start feeling more like, okay, it's going to be okay. And it is going to be okay. And I want you to change how you think about money. Money comes and goes, and we always figure it out. It's not life and death. It will all be all right. You know, I want you to take like a guided meditation. I love Steve Noble. He's phenomenal on YouTube, Nobel. Melanie Beckler, my angel go-to girl. She has wonderful, wonderful balancing, clearing, keeping you in the present moment so you're not worried about the future ahead or thinking about the bullshit in the past that we can't change, right? Take a sound bath. The Realms Within has a monthly sound bath with 2 phenomenal energy healers, Renee and oh my God, why? I've known her forever. Oh my gosh, I am drawing it. Why am I drawing a blank? Christine, yes. Check it out. TheRealmsWithin.com, I think it is. It will help you prepare. It'll help you clear your head. It'll help you get rid of all the static energy. Journal afterwards. Just journal. Write down whatever you're thinking. Anything you see, a song that you hear, a smell, whatever it is, write it down, because over a period of time, Spirit is going to be giving you and conveying to you a story to help you live your best life. And speak your intentions out loud. And I do little Post-it notes. I have Post-it notes everywhere. It's really important. And writing is a really powerful tool when it comes to manifestation. And here's the scientific part about it. When you write things down and you see things over and over and over, you're really programming your subconscious mind. And slowly but surely, all of that will start to be habitual in your conscious mind. That's spirit science. It's spirituality and science mixed into one. Stay off of TikTok, please. You're wasting valuable time. Stay off of social media. I have not been on hardly at all. Although January, I'm going to be starting 100 days of everyday lives on my private Facebook page. if you belong to my Patreon membership, Spirit Academy. I'm really excited about everything coming up. Whether it works or not, I'm trying one foot in front of the other. And that's what you're being asked to do. It is really important that you use today to really look where you've come from, and don't reach too far into the future, because you're going to miss those present moments. That's when I hear spirit, is when I'm quiet. I just did a thing about ego versus intuition. How do you know the difference? I'm going to be sharing that in my newsletter too. So again, sign up for my newsletter, all kinds of wonderful spiritual things, a little bit of selling myself. I have a hard time selling myself, but I'm learning. So thank you for being patient. So let's get into some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful downloads that I got in my Psychomantium room. So Aries, November lessons. These are all November lessons. No, wait. I want to do some predictions first. Thank you, Spirit. And then we're going to do some fun facts about your sign. Today's quote is wonderful for today, and it's from spiritdaughter.com. Change happens when you've almost given up, but you show up anyway. And that has been me this last year and a half. Change happens when you've almost given up, but you show up anyways. And what's beautiful about that is you learn and you grow, mind, body, and spirit. Just let that sink in for a minute. Whew. So, upcoming premonitions. You saw where Loretta Lynn passed. I'm sorry about that, but I was right. An incredible, pioneering, wonderful feminine energy who will be missed, but her light is just shining as bright even now, because we've kind of forgot about those wonderful pioneering women. I do still see Dolly Parton passing. I've been seeing her a lot lately, pictures, other people posting pictures of her. It's just kind of like a confirmation from the universe that, yeah, I think she's preparing. They're starting to get one foot into spirit and one foot on the earth plane. Cup full of love, everybody. Love, love, love. President Jimmy Carter, I was shown, is going to pass in 2023. Oh my gosh, Emily. Remind me, was your dad a smoker and loved it? I also feel that he may have accidentally burnt you one time. I love his hair. If that resonates with you, please just answer yes. Don't give me any more. And then in a separate line, can you give me his first name? I think he just walked in. I swear to you. So President Jimmy Carter, my family has a weird connection to Jimmy Carter. If you Google Jimmy Carter and psychic, he was told by the military personnel from the Pentagon that a psychic doing remote viewing found a very important Russian airplane. They said it was a woman. It wasn't, people. It was a man who I'm related to. Yes, I'm very proud of it. Found a very important Russian plane that gave us a lot of technology and information about them. And if you know your adversary, you've heard that old saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Well, that's what was happening. And he wrote down the coordinates, had never been there, and they found it in Africa. I believe it was Africa. So President Jimmy Carter, you will be missed. I mean, shoot. You gave it your best shot, right? The usual China-Taiwan connection, I feel it's going to come to a head when we least expect it. And I have to tell you, we're not prepared for it. And why is it important? I hate that we always insert ourselves into other cultures, belief systems. Just leave it alone. Let's focus on the United States. Let's get us healthy before we can help others to be healthy, right? Just saying, personal opinion. But Taiwan is very important because it's not just strategic, but a lot of our chips for everything we have that's electronic, a majority of them come out of Taiwan. And they're trying to take away not only their rights as a human being, but their technology and their money. And yeah, that's never good. And again, I still see, you see Russia kind of pulling back and, oh, good, we're going to have some ceasefires. I don't see that happening. I still see Putin using a possible nuclear type of option. I also see Putin is sick. I want to say, good morning, Ron. Good morning. I want to say Putin is sick. And what I'm being shown is kind of like what Michael J. Fox has. I'm not sure what he has, but that's what they're showing me. So Putin might not give a shit and knows his life isn't long on this earth and wants to make kind of like a Hitler impact. And that might be happening. So please, please, please send love to Putin, because darkness cannot be in a place of love, cup of love. Oh, by the way, somebody sent me a coffee cup this week. I haven't washed it, but I'm going to showcase it next week if my little Luna bird isn't here. That's why I haven't been on. My little Luna bird has been spending Fridays with me. Parkinson's. Yes. Yes. That's it, Emily. He has it. When you, and I'm going to thank that person next week with that beautiful cup. People have been sending me coffee cups. Thank you. You know, when you saw me get psychically attacked a couple of times ago, I mean, actually draw blood, can happen to anybody, no matter how much I protect, but that will not ever happen again because it was a good reminder. But how another way that I got rid of that is through sending love and binding them with love. Binding them with love. And I've been keeping a lot of rose quartz around. I got myself a beautiful rose quartz heart. There's a wonderful lady by the name, she's on Instagram. She also has a website, Bees, like the bumblebee, Bees, Bees, Sage, and Crystals. She's going to have a Black Friday sale. It's like buying beautiful crystals wholesale. Shout out to Bee. So there's a lot of pink quartz in here. And I also have a beautiful, you can't really see it, this doesn't do it justice. It's a pink Lumerian, and it has some record keepers in here. So I've programmed these crystals, I've given them a job to protect me. Yes, 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 yes. More Iran supplying coming to Russia. It's more and more is going to come out. It's going to cause a huge rift in the Middle East. I'm kind of not too worried about it. I think it will be resolved, but it's going to be quite scary. It almost reminds me of the Bay of Pigs during Kennedy in Cuba. I know I'm old. I'm just glad I woke up this morning, people. Israel giving the United Nations the most important intel report, because you always, come on, be real, no BS. You can always rely on them for incredible stuff. And on how Iran is planning an attack, drawing in more UN cohesiveness, urgency, and the potential of World War III, but we're going to be okay. It might be the catalyst. It's not on the radar yet, but it's a beautiful thing, because I think it's going to start uniting all of us when we've had, it's like we had enough of Hitler, we're done, we're going in. I don't see us really going in though. I really don't. So here's a thought for today before we dive into reading Miss Davila. I'm hoping she logs on. If you are watching, beautiful Davila, and Maria is who I'm going to be reading, please let me know you're here. If not, I'm going to pass and wait till next week and maybe read Alva. It's funny. I heard like Alawawa, Aloysius, all kinds of funny, like really like funny nicknames. I don't know if he was a nickname kind of guy or his family was a nickname kind of family, but I'm hearing all these nicknames and it kind of makes me chuckle. So the thought for today is, once you decide to take your power back, all of the challenges starts to lose their power. Ooh. Once you decide to take your power back, all the challenges start to lose their power. That's by Neural Nagava. I love that person. So let that sink in. Wow. So November guidance. We've talked about 11/11. Today's a very powerful day for you all, because that spirit is no longer hanging around. That used to I would just say y'all. Oh, I can't say y'all. So November lessons, Aries. I'm an Aries, and channeled this yesterday and this morning in my psychomantia room. And I really want you to focus for November. Really focus on your goals. What do you really want to do? Quit dreaming about it. Write it down on paper and then prioritize them. Just journal, then prioritize them and put them in a list. And then I want you to narrow it down to only 5. Narrow it down. Don't give up, because that's your ego. Remember, ego versus intuition. That's your ego. Now, our ego is a sentient being. It is a spirit guide, just like the earth. It's a sentient being. You know, I remember calling on my ego to help me when I went in front of the corporate office and the president of the largest gaming company in the world to give a presentation on how I thought all of this furniture that we're taking out of these old rooms can be donated to help people. And I called on my ego to give me confidence, humility, grace, and honor, and I was able to pull it off. But then there's times where our ego gets in our face and it keeps us where it thinks we're safe, or it brings on fear, or our mind just loops and loops and loops. So seriously, if you want to learn a technique, there's 2 techniques that I give you, well, 3, maybe 4. Subscribe to my newsletter. I'm going to be sending that out next Monday at www.rainyday.com. Please subscribe. Drive forward. Just don't let anything stop you, Aries. The only one stopping you is you. Name your ego. Mine is Bob. And here's your key. Here's another metaphysical tip. If you want to work on your intuitive abilities, visualization is huge. So I visualize Bob. And if you know me, I love drag queens. I just love them. I just love them. And there's this one called Bob the Drag Queen. Well, Bob out of drag is kind of a dick. Very kind of like in your face, doesn't care. But Bob the Drag Queen has a lot of love to give and a lot of understanding and is more graceful. So I literally picture like Bob the Drag Queen in front of me. And if you've ever watched Beetlejuice, when they're dead and they're sitting waiting to see, in the waiting room, and you see all these weird dead people, and you see this guy who's flat on a coat hanger zoom by. Well, I imagine Bob the Drag Queen just like that on a hanger. I say, listen, Bob, because that is my ego's name. Name your ego. It's not Robert. Sometimes it's Dick. But I imagine in my mind's eye that I take that ego and I hang it up in the closet. I say, thank you, ego. Thank you so much, but you're not needed right now. And I close the door. And it'll help you to move forward. Taurus, do I have any Tauruses here right now? It's easy, so easy for you, Taurus. And I think that COVID helped you do this. You kind of cocooned. You've kind of become isolated. You've become very, very introverted. And believe it or not, Taurus, they may seem just like very strong in your face and they don't get hurt. Nothing bothers them, but that's bullshit. Most Tauruses, when I connect with their energy, they are the softest, easiest hurt people ever. So be gentle and understanding when you speak to a Taurus, because it hurts. And that's why they have this protective exterior. You have gotten lost in yourself and your thoughts, and I want you to not be alone anymore. Call Aries. I know Aries and Taurus are kind of like oil and vinegar. Don't drink, because you all know how you get when you're drinking. Yeah, we don't want you to do that. Go out for some coffee and catch up. Force yourself to do this, because you are too much in your mind and it's controlling your human reality. That is not the truth, and that is not reality. Not reality at all. So get out of yourself. Go out there and be filled with as much positivity as you can. Go out and be with people. Coffee with a psychic. If you're watching this and you love this, don't forget to hit that like, though. It just kind of makes me feel good that, yes, this message is getting through. It's not an ego thing, because I put Bob in the closet. See how I wound that back around? Gemini. So you've been looking for love for so long, Gemini, but in order for people to love you, and I know one who recently passed away, so Gemini, In order for people to love you, you must love yourself first. It's like you're searching for something outside of yourself. It's all within you. There's a lot of childhood trauma that needs to be worked through. And there's a wonderful book by Nicole LaPera, Lapera, and I know I'm saying her name wrong, How to Do the Work. It's a very small book. She's very well educated, a lot of certifications, but she doesn't spend 3 chapters going into nonsense. She gets right to the crux of the problem with practical exercises that you can do to work through all of this childhood trauma. And she's very spiritual. So do that, please, Gemini. Your true love will ultimately come to you, but you need to practice more self-care. Get to know who you are from your core and love yourself. Love yourself. I know it's hard. I know. It's okay. I'm going to send you some love. Cup full of love, Gemini. Cancer. It is really important for you to get the hell out of your house. Get off the porch and go out in nature. Because what's happening is you've become stagnant. And now you're starting to believe all of this stuff that's just kind of flowing at you. And it's not reality. It's just like with Taurus. You need to get out of the rut that you're in because you're only focusing on finances, focusing on health, focusing on family drama. Stop it. Stop it, Cancer. I'm going to get real and send you a lot of love. No more. You're doing this to yourself. Go for a walk, explore. This will help you start clearing your mind so you have more clarity. And you're going to be able to start actually breathing because right now you just don't feel like you're breathing. And what that will do is help you detach from the fears and self-imposed limitations. I'm sorry, I know, I feel you hurting, but it's sent with love and grace. And sometimes we have to look at the reality of what's happening because you're only 10 and 2 right now. You're not seeing everything outside your peripheral. Expand. So important for you. It will help you not only find clarity, but Spirit told me there's a lot of peace in this, a lot of peace. So send you love, 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 love. Yes. Okay, Leo. You're really hard on yourself lately. You are taking so many things personally. Here's a key. Here's a spiritual technique. I want you to Google the 4 agreements, the second agreement by Miguel Ruiz, I think it is. The second agreement is don't take anything personally because whatever you're thinking you're taking personally is not being done at you or to you, but you're allowing it. Instead of being like Teflon or a 2-way mirror where you can see out, but the people only see themselves and it bounces back, that's a great visualization for you. But you're allowing it to soak into your mind, body, and spirit. And you're accepting it as if it was yours. But no matter what happens, don't give up. Be your own best friend. Give yourself a hug because Leo, you are worthy. You are wonderful. You know, I think it's just what's happening in the world right now. You're kind of empathic. You've been the lion all year long and you're kind of exhausted to being that protective, that strength, and your strength is kind of wearing down just a little bit. It's okay, my darling. Put yourself above everything else, first and foremost. So these are November lessons. Oh, anybody have a question? Please post it here in the chat. And if Miss Davila is tuning in, please let me know. I'd love to read Maria for you. If not, we will postpone that till next month. And again, I have a beautiful, wonderful Spirit Academy membership on Patreon, and that's patreon.com/Spirit Academy, all one word, where it's a mentorship and there's 5 different levels. And I go from you just being kind of passive, kind of feel out what feels good to you, to actually going to psychic circles or mediumship circles, learning how to grow. I recently sent these out in my newsletter, a psychic technique and a mediumship technique to see if you can connect with departed loved ones or see what's happening in your life, in your world. So subscribe to my newsletter, you're going to be getting that, but that's what is on Spirit Academy. Also, I have a one-on-one mentorship. And for tier, I think it's two. I think it's $33.33 a month. And you get one free question a month reading to your inbox video like this. It's a $45 value. There you go. I'm learning to sell myself. It's hard. All right, Virgo. It feels like you've been giving, work and home, work and home. There's not a lot of balance, and there's not a lot left over for you. And you're continuously all through 2022 putting others first. Virgo, it's time to tune into your own needs. Quit putting others ahead of you, because it's like a mom who is the foundation and the strength of that family, or the dad, that one like Ron, the dad that is the foundation of his children's lives. If that foundation isn't solid, nothing is solid. And my beautiful grandmother over here, beautiful grandmother over here, used to tell me, let me change this so you can see her a little better, used to tell me that people would think, we've been ingrained with, if you put others first, that's selfish. And I call it, she always told me, put yourself first, it's selfless. Self-love, if you're okay, everything else is okay. So Virgo, don't let people anymore put you last when you're doing everything for them. If you find that, you need to start journaling. Where do I go? What would you have me do, Spirit, with this person who really is taking me for granted? Maybe you've taken away their power and you have to give them back their power little by little. True thing, right? Like if you have a husband that you do all the bills for and you do pretty much everything else and they kind of spend, well, it's kind of not their fault because they really aren't aware of what's in the bank. So engage that person, become a partnership, work on give him a bill to pay or her a bill to pay, and slowly but surely just integrate this as a partnership. Okay, Virgo, enough of me getting on my soapbox. So Coffee with a Psychic, I'm going to send you a cup of love. Oh, November, Libra. Libra, I feel like you have some infatuation going on with one person. It could be at work. It doesn't always mean love. It could be infatuated with a boss that just seems like everything is effortless, or it could be infatuation, love outside of work in your personal life. That is not healthy. That is so not healthy. Don't make someone else your entire world. I want you to remember that you are your own beautiful person. Yes, look at the aspects and the traits. Journal about, ask yourself, what do I really admire in this person? What are the aspects? So, for example, I love the way that they make everybody feel like they're special. That's an aspect. Not necessarily, I love the way they dress, or I love their eyes. I love how they make me feel. No. Aspects. Like when I manifested my husband, I asked Spirit for a high moral character valued individual. Someone who I had a very successful 6-figure career in the construction industry for many years, who would understand those long days, but also understand this woo-woo stuff. Those are the aspects. I wanted somebody to make me feel safe, make me feel loved, make me feel like no matter what, even on my worst days, can kind of say, okay, we're just going to leave her alone a little bit, and then come in with the hug. Are you okay at the right time? Aspects. Ask what those aspects are, and then ask Spirit, what would work best for me? How can I incorporate some of those into my mind, body, and spirit? Then move forward. All right, Scorpio. Oh, and by the way, Libra, once you're whole, once you become a whole person on your own, that's when everything starts to flow perfectly, work and life. Promise. Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio, it feels like you are not all in. It feels like you're only halfway in. If you're passionate about something, we know how that feels. We're like all in, head first, let's go. Right now, you need to put your dreams, your desires, those childhood things that you used to sit and dream about, those limitless ideas, goals, where you wanted to go, travel, be, see, explore. we want you to start going in and putting those passions first, because the only one stopping you is you. Scorpio, your goal for the week is to not only read the book Eat, Pray, Love. The book is phenomenal, but also watch the movie. You might need to go on a spiritual, maybe only just a weekend retreat, or maybe a month-long journey like Eat, Pray, Love, Chicky. You might have to. The most beautiful things get made when you are putting yourself, your whole heart into it. So think about that, Scorpio. The only one holding you back is you, and you are beautiful, you are whole, and you can do it. Sagittarius. Okay, Al, I'm sorry, Emily. I feel like he's always holding you up and just looking into your eyes. I feel like he's always just kind of like throwing you into the air and saying, I got you. You always felt safe with him. And right now you don't feel as safe because he's not in your human existence, your human world. Can I tell you, when you fall, he will pick you up. You need to start going out there and living those dreams and desires. Become fearless. I'm sorry, but I've never smoked. I don't understand smoking, but he loves it. Hey, Jaylee. Hi, beautiful. Thank you for joining. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I know it's been a minute, but I've had my little Luna bird for the last few Fridays, and she's coming, but a little late today. So I thought I'd jump on. But Emily, I think right now he still has your back. Think how you think in the past. The next time you want to accomplish something, but fear holds you back, the next time something is occurring in your life and you have these fearful thoughts, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I want you to stop, ground yourself into Mother Earth and say, guess what? He has my back always, all times, in all space, in all time, now, in the past, and way into the future. And he'll be the first one there to grab your hand when you are ready to take your last breath and go to the other side, because you are not fearful when he's around. He is always around. Army and Air Force guy, right? Lucky Strike. Oh, yes. Yes, Lucky Strike, no filter. Ugh. I don't understand smoking, but can I tell you? If he could, he'd have one in each hand, and actually calmed him down. It was actually one of those things that would just calm him. He wants to apologize, not only for leaving, but also for leaving. And he said you would understand that. You know, as a parent, we don't have a guidebook. We don't always make the best decisions. And sometimes we're just in survival mode. And he wants to tell you that he's so sorry for any hurt that he may have given you. Oh, I'm going to cry, because this man doesn't really show that side of him too often. And when he does, it's heartfelt. He wants you to know that it's okay, baby girl. It's always okay. And life is unfolding to your benefit. And quit being so afraid and fearful. He wants you to, the next time you're fearful, close your eyes and just imagine him throwing you up in the air and holding you and looking up into your eyes. And I want you to look down into his eyes. He's got the most gorgeous head of hair. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And his hands, oh, he's got workman's hands. He's got big hands. Just know that he's got you. You're not ever gonna fall. Oh my God. His love for you is limitless. It's not constrained by his physical form not being here. He loves you from the other side. So incredible that, he's filling my heart. He's so full of love. Cup full of love, right? Oh, it's heavy. I'm sorry. Oh, he's like, I love coffee. Come on, Rainey, take a sip of coffee, because I miss actually drinking coffee. Oh, he loves you, baby girl. You taught him to say, I love you. Oh, can I tell you? He said, she makes me a better man. And by her living her life, oh, he could not be prouder. Can I tell you, you are always on his watch, under his watch. Oh, you are always under his watch. I don't understand that, but he said you would. He is always keeping his eyes out. He is always on century. I don't know what that means, but you are safe. So go out there and conquer the world, Emily. You got this, beautiful soul. Oh, I hope that message inspired you, because it inspired me. And I needed that love. Thank you so much. He's so funny. Ali, Awa, Awa, Awa. I don't know. I keep hearing these nicknames. Honey, was he a nickname kind of guy, or his family? I hear, it might be military nickname. Oh, that's what it is. All right. Much love to you, Emily. Oh, I'm getting verklempt. Sagittarius. And if you have a question, pop it in the chat. I would be so happy and grateful to answer it. I know it's been a minute. Go on my Instagram page or my personal page. Friend request me. Look, my little Luna bird is just the sweetest soul. Oh, and I'm a great grandma. On the 8th at 5:30 a.m., my grandson, who lived with me for almost all of his life off and on, I'm a great grandma to a little baby boy, and I'm going to be posting some pictures there. Oh, his name is Dason Neil Burnett, and I'm so grateful. He's huge, 8 pounds, 9 ounces. He's a big boy. So proud of you, Damien and Miriam. I'm a great grandma. And he has great grandparents, because my mom, my dad, my stepdad, Damien's dad's mom is still alive, and his dad. Oh my gosh, this baby is so loved. There's a lot of love going on today. Sagittarius, honey, can we have like a one-on-one right here, right now? Your adrenal glands are spent. You have been in high stress mode most of 2023. And I'm sorry, you're going to think it's everything happening outside of you and outside of your control, but you have complete control over it, beautiful soul. Sagittarius, you're burnt out. You're just spent. I'm not a medical doctor, so always check with your medical professional, but I think you need a blood draw, and I think you need to look at your adrenal glands, your whole endocrine system, your thyroid. You just feel extremely just spent. Please recharge. You need to take a break, because if you don't, it's going to start it's already starting to creep in and affect your mental well-being and your mental health. And that's never good. That is not good. You're not present and available. You're just somewhere else. It's like somebody beam me up, Scotty. Well, honey, you are the only one that can control that. And I say that with love and grace. Don't overwork yourself every single day, into the night, every single week, like Groundhog Day, day after day after day after day. Stop it. Stop it right now. Stop. Take some bubble baths. Give yourself some rest time. I just watched a really great movie, and it was like self-care time for me. And I think it was Don't Worry, Darling with Harry Styles. Oh, it was so interesting. And it just took me away for an hour and a half, and it just kind of cleared my mind and took me somewhere else. So I wasn't in the world that we're in now. So sometimes you got to do that, friend. Go get a spa day, treat yourself. Don't worry about the money. You've always figured it out. Who gives a crap? You and the whole world were experiencing this. It's going to be okay. Self-care, my darling. Come on, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn, don't stop it. Why are you trying to be something you're not? Do not change who you are for anybody. No, stop. Capricorn, it's not fair. It's not fair that you're doing this to yourself, because you are pretty fantastic. You're an amazing being. Why are you trying to be somebody else? You don't have to be, because people love who you are at your core. It's time to maybe, again, join those other signs for their little retreats and their little eat, pray, love sessions. Maybe you just need to come back to who you are, because you're beautiful. The people that love you, that truly love you, and trust me, I've experienced this. The people that love you, no matter what, will accept you for who you are, mind, body, and spirit, at your heart, in your soul. Those who don't, why are you holding on to them? It's hard, yes, but let it go. It's kind of like the Frozen song, let it go. If you have to, draw a little stick figure of them, put their name down. This is what I did. And I drew like their hair and everything, and I put their name down, and I went outside under this recent full moon. Oh my gosh, was that a beautiful moon with the lunar eclipse energy? 11/11 is today. What better time, Capricorn, than today to go out there under the moonlight, because we still have some of that beautiful full moon from the 8th, and just burn it. And as you watch it burn, let it go. Here's another wonderful thing. Put some cloves. Instead of sage, put some cloves in that fire and just breathe in that clearing energy and just feel it going up into the ether and away from you, because, honey, you don't need people to suck the life out of you anymore. If they don't love you the way you are, bye-bye, samurai. Cut, cut, cut. Pull out those cords. Goodbye. Throw it in the trash. It's that easy. It really is, and time will help. Oh, sending you love. I'm rewinding for Virgo. Well, let me go back, Shaylee. Virgo. Okay, do you have a question? Because right now it feels like someone is taking advantage of you. If that feels and resonates with you, drop yes. That's it, no more. I'm going to give you a psychic reading right now. I'm going to let that kind of come and see while I'm waiting for you, Shaylee. I'm going to do Capricorn. I already did Capricorn, didn't I? Aquarius. Remember that sometimes change is scary. Change is hard. Transitions are hard. But can I tell you, I want you to change your thoughts, change the energy. This is a psychological, scientific fact and spiritual, spirit science. When you change how you think about something, Wayne Dyer, thank you, doctor, everything changes. So how you think about things, if you change that thought, I call it changing the energy. I want you to be excited about not knowing the outcome. I want you to be excited about everything that's going to be unfolding, because, honey, you were always in your right place. Always. It may not seem like it at the time, but if you go back in your life and you look back at the times you thought, oh my God, all hope is lost, the ship is sinking, it's not the Titanic. No, you didn't miss a lifeboat. No, it's not that at all. Everything is coming and changing, that this transition is temporary and it's for your benefit. It's unfolding for your benefit. So be present and available. Don't worry about and want to read the future. Just be here now, and be excited. Change the energy. I'm excited for not knowing what's going to come, because I love surprises. Change the energy. Do you see how that feels? Oh my gosh, I already feel better. Be more gentle with how you treat yourself and how you think about yourself, because new beautiful things are coming. Sometimes you just have to let go, let God. And again, I say God because that's what everybody understands. Whatever your God is, whatever your higher power is, especially women, we have a hard time. We think we can handle everything. This is one of those times, Aquarius, where you need to let go, let God. Shaylee, if you're still here, please let me know, because I have a reading for you. Let me know if that resonated. Drop yes in the chat. Be gentle with yourself. There's so many beautiful, wonderful things coming. You know, change is a good thing. I love change because I've got a lot of balls in the air and I'm excited. I'm going to be working at a spiritual center very, very soon, doing what I love to do. What I love about the spiritual center, it's not money driven. We're going to do $45 for 30 minutes and $80 for an hour. You can see me in person. I'm going to be doing classes. I'm excited. I'm going to be at the realms within 3 to 4 days a week. Oh, I can't wait. So, oh, good, Shaylee, you're back. Honey, oh, have you been putting someone else first in your life? Yes or no? I feel that this person is really, I feel like you don't completely have clarity and recognize how much you're giving, but that person is not reciprocating. It can be at work and it can be at home. I think so. It's a little bit of both, my darling. I think you're just that person that no matter what, I'm going to give to the end, and it's going to be the end of you. It is really time for you to stop doing and being everything for everybody. I know. And they're going to be kind of like expecting it. And when you don't, they're going to be kind of like, are you okay? What's wrong with you? Well, it's not you, it's them. Self-love. You need to really spend some more time and money on you. I know you may have a family, you may have bills. We all have this stuff that we have to be this responsible adulting. Have I tell you, I fucking hate adulting. It is time for you to step forward and put yourself first, Chaley. Yes, I know it's hard, but you need to recognize who is not participating in that give and take relationship, because you're wasting precious moments. What that does is it keeps you away from the people that do give you give and take. There are some friends that I can call 10 years from now, and they're still like, Rainey, how are you? I'm so glad to hear from you. But then there are those other friends that, why haven't you called for 10 years? Know the difference, my love. You are worthy and you are worth it. And you only have one life in this incarnation. You have one time to get this life right. Why wouldn't you want to live your best life? And I'm going to send you some Reiki healing energy, a cup full of love. Honey, the only one that can change somebody blocking you is you. And I say that with love. You know me, I just tell it like it is. As Michelle Tell says from the Signs of Tarot, keeping it real, keeping it raw. Mine is no BS. But it's sent with love and grace. It's kind of like that wake-up call from someone who loves you. It's like my grandfather. No matter what he told me, I never took it personally because I knew he loved me for me. And Emily knows that from her dad. No matter what he told me, I never took it personally because I knew he loved me. And I'm sending that to you, Chaley, with love. It does hurt and it lets you down. But you know what? Here's a key. You're putting and projecting your expectations on someone else, and they will never live up to what you, in your mind, that picture that you've created. They will always let you down. I'm so sorry, my baby. I'm so sorry. Hi, Marjorie. Good morning. Oh, thank you. And I'm sending you and your family much love and grace and healing. And thank you. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to help your beautiful daughter heal. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. And she's got to realize, Marjorie, and she doesn't take it from you, Marjorie. She just kind of like, you're kind of like Charlie Brown's teacher sometimes. And I say that with love, but sometimes our kids just don't listen to us. It will come from someone on the outside. So just be patient and know that she'll be all right because she's worthy. She's wonderful. She's wonderful. Charlie, yes, thank you. He keeps doing it off and on. Honey, if you keep allowing him to do that, that's insanity. You know that old saying, doing the same thing over and over again that causes you hurt and pain. That's the definition of insanity. Step out of the circle and do you, boo. Do you, because you are worthy. Here's that expectation thing. For example, let's say like, I used to work late on construction sites. Shoot, I drove 120 miles outside of town. So if you've ever been on I-15, the California-Nevada border by Prim, there's off to the west, there's these beautiful mirrors that light up these 3 beautiful towers. Well, I worked for the company that created that technology. For 6 years, I was on that side. And I would come home late and my husband would make dinner. But I expected him to do dishes. I expected him to clean the counters rather than being grateful that he did make me dinner. You know what? The dishes will be there tomorrow. So that's what I mean. Sometimes we put expectations on others. So maybe think if that's what you're doing, you're sending out that energy of putting out an expectation and being let down because it's not being lived up to. Here's another example. My husband. Oh, you're in Utah. Yep. Okay. Ooh, sometime Utah energy. Well, that's for another episode. So, girlfriend, Sometimes I used to do classes online and I'd be done at 9 p.m. and I'd cook dinner and feed and then come in. And my husband did the dishes. And then I looked at the counters. I thought, oh, he didn't wipe off the counters. So instead of being, that was my expectation. Instead of being grateful that he did the dishes, I was like not even happy with that. So look at how the expectations, and it's not just you, it's him too, right? So you may want to rethink those expectations, but you also may want to rethink the relationship. And I say that with love and grace, because this isn't one of those things you wish, you hope it gets better. Hope is not a plan. Hope keeps you paralyzed. But when you have faith that I'm going to do what I need to do, if it doesn't work out, everything will be okay. I'm always in my perfect place. See the difference? Hope, faith. Words are powerful. Words are energy. Oh, okay. Pisces, we're almost done here. My little baby girl's coming. I got to run pretty soon. My little Luna bird. Pisces, why are you not doing what you love? Why are you not traveling? Why are you not learning how to snowboard? What? 11/11 is the greatest time for you to manifest. Indulge yourself in what you like to do. And just say, hey guys, forgive me. I'm going to kind of be a little selfless and I'm going to go do some things that I've really been wanting to do for a very long time, because how many times have I told you? Life is short. Life is done in an instant. It's like blowing out a candle, watching the candle burn down until there's nothing left. Life is so short, and you need to enjoy life and have those wishes and feel that adrenaline and feel that, wow, I'm doing something I love, without feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm not at home cleaning, or oh my gosh, I took the day off of work, I'm going to lose my job. F that. Come on. Life is meant to be lived. So I want you to sit down and journal about and ask Spirit, help me understand what I really love. Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? And then indulge in those things that you love, because life is short and you deserve to be happy and have those pleasures. And don't feel bad for if you're on a diet. Love your body no matter what. If you want to eat that piece of cake or that beignet, go for it. Go for it. Come on. Life is over before you know it. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. And my beautiful Ron can attest to this. Life is short. So Ron, this is also a message for you. You have been always your whole life being in service to others. It is time to be in service to your heart, your own heart, and follow your heart, and be gentle and kind to those around you. I don't know what sign you are on, but this is also a message for you. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, you guys. Come on, Pisces. Yeah, I know, Chaley, but it doesn't mean you have to be there anymore. Sometimes you can keep trying until you're in that spiral. You're like that hamster on the wheel that never gets off. Right, Chaley? That's not what living is. I want you to clear out what you're projecting and create a new projection. And this is a saying that was channeled to me recently. We lose sight of our own truth because we allow that voice outside of us, outside of our soul, to rule our thoughts. And so be clear about what you intend to do, especially today on 11/11. I want you to just tune into that energetic Wi-Fi. Ask Spirit to guide you. Quiet your mind. Ground yourself. Go out in Mother Nature. The air is crisp. It's so beautiful here in Las Vegas right now. Connect those dots. Connect the dots. Change your vibrational tuning fork. Tune into a higher vibration of living life, because that's when you are present and available. That's when you hear others from the other side. Thank you for coming, both of you. Thank you for coming. Maria, I'll get you next week. Maria's going to hang around for a while. I want you to detach from the fears and those limitations that we allow the world and circumstances to do to ourselves. We don't have to be in that energy. And at any given time, you can turn off that station. At any given time, you can tune me out, right? Honor that inner world, embrace the pace that life is giving to you right now, the speed at which things are being delivered to us, and listen for those subtle energies. Spirit is really asking you to trust in what's happening right now in your life. I'm channeling, and collaborate in its divine perfection. Feel that subtle energy of spirit. Honor that inner world. And when I say outer world, I mean spirit. Living life as your soul self. Because again, we've lost sight of our own truth. Because all of this noise outside, we allow those voices to penetrate our mind, body, and spirits, our human experience. Because it's outside of your soul. It's ruling your thoughts now. Go up to your soul. Your soul will always keep you on your yellow brick road, always on your divine path. Sometimes we have to let go, let God, and just be in the moment. Change is happening. 2023 is going to be a very tumultuous, difficult time. But as I said earlier, we now in the United States have more balance. I believe in balance. I believe that nothing should be ever one-sided. It always needs to be balanced out. So that's going to play out for the next 6 months. It's going to be a very interesting time, and just walk around like you've got a cylinder. You're inside of a two-way mirror, a mirror of cylinders, a cylinder of mirrors. Thank you. That you're looking out, but negative energy that's being projected at you, they're seeing themselves and they don't like it, and it'll bounce away from you very quickly. Protect your energy, protect your heart. That doesn't mean live with a protected heart. It means live with an open heart. Be guided by love, be guided by grace, be guided by your soul, because you will always, when you live with intention and you're clear about that intention, you will always be on your perfect path. I can tell you from experience, you are always in your perfect place. Never lose hope. And I hope that these messages, as difficult as some of them can be, gave you a sense of faith that we can get through this. And I'm sending you a lot of love out, a lot of Reiki love out. And I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here today. And I hope I'm back next Friday. I don't think I have to watch my little Luna bird. You got to check her out. I'm going to be posting some pictures on my Instagram page, my personal, Rainy Day. That's really my name, RAINEYDAY. My middle name is Anne. Don't ask me. I don't even know. My mom's a hippie. But when the zombie apocalypse happens, we're going to her house up in Reno, her ranch, and she's going to make sure we're all fed, we're all clothed. We're going to be living a little rustic, but guess what? Mama knows her shit. Yes. God bless you all. Have a beautiful day. Manifest 11/11. This has never been a greater opportunity this whole entire year. Make it happen. The only one holding you back is you.